Welcome to the Pulling Bulldog Show on YSN for this Week 9 edition of the 2024 season. I'm Matt Romeo, joined once again by head coach of the Pulling Bulldog High School football team, Coach Tom Pavlansky. We're hanging out here at Bulldog's Barn Grill in Poland, Ohio. Coach and I are getting ready to smash on some garlic Parmesan wings. We're just waiting to smash them after this interview. Coach, thanks as always for joining me.
Oh, anytime, Matt. Anytime.
I can't believe that we're already having this conversation, but it was senior night has already come and gone. Just wanted to ask you, do you get a chance to watch your players during walk out with their parents during that, and what emotions do you go through on that night?
Oh, it's I told the team at our spaghetti dinner we have on Thursday nights, and talk to the kids, and during the week and in the locker room. It really is. It's bittersweet to say the least. There's such a good group of kids that are really made commitments to each other about being the best Pullman Bulldog football player they can be, and and seeing them go, and on the last time they're guaranteed to have a home game. It is. It's bittersweet. And for senior night. I always want to make sure that it's a senior night for the cheerleaders as well, and all the other students, are at that stage in their life, and and with their parents. That's a special time, and I try to make sure I see everybody, and um, but it is it's bittersweet, and but it's hard to believe just how fast time goes, because I know all those guys can still remember their sophomore year when they teed up against Youngstown Cheney on a Thursday night. That wasn't that long ago. It was like yesterday, and so hopefully these guys we got some more weeks together, and we're gonna make it last as long as we can.
Absolutely. And the fact that you bring that up, that 4 years ago against Youngstown Chain on Thursday night, it just tells me like, all right, you remember every step of the way for these guys, and it's got to be a mixed bag of emotions for you. So on one hand, you're gonna miss these guys. I mean, you formed this bond with them over the last 4 years, and then at the same point, you're proud of them too. So that's got to make you emotional as well.
Yep, absolutely. Really, extremely proud of them. These guys who've been with us here for the last 4 years have done nothing but work their tail off and try to be the best they can be and best teammate they can be. And that's what to me that's what I always will recall about this group of seniors, is that they're trying to be the best player they can be, but also the best teammate they can be. That they have a genuine concern for each other, and they are. They're a credit to obviously the parents and family members, and but along with our school district and community or teachers, all helped had a hand in helping to shape them. But most of all, again, those individuals and the parents are just an unbelievable group for sure.
A truly a truly selfless group of individuals that you have as seniors here,
Yeah.
and the whole football team,
Hmm.
to be honest with you. So,
Yep.
talking about the game a little bit against Girard, big W for you guys, and the game was. I mean, this was a ball game. The scoreboard would not show it. It was. You guys were 10-0 going into the half. Sudden change to start out the second half, and then it gets a little chippy, and you got some John, and you got some extracurricular activity going on. How do you, as a head coach, keep your team composed, during those situations, to stay disciplined, to not have the flags that you don't need?
Well, hopefully we establish that, like day one, back in December when we get in the weight room, that we have a standard of discipline, we have a standard of expectations as to what's going on, so that when chaos erupts, or, when a crisis situation takes place, we know what we're going to do. We always resort back to our habits. And, so if we lost our mind back in December, well, we're probably going to lose our mind, on a Friday night when it really, really matters. And so we just try to do a daily effort about, hey, maintaining, the expectation, maintaining, those teaching points that we can control, and go from there,
Absolutely.
and be a teammate. And so, proud of our guys, and that hey, they kept on battling, and you say, because every play is a new play, and we got to make the most out of it. And I think that's what we've done all year, and hopefully that's what we continue to do.
Absolutely. And one of those things that you don't really see especially back in December, that paid off for you guys as far as from a discipline standpoint. Is it's still close? It's 10-0. You guys have the ball on your own 20, and without any offensive gains at all, end up at the opponent's 40 just on penalty yardage. And it was just super impressive the discipline that your team showed.
Well, thank you. It's just it's about hey, just try and do our best, and that's it. And going forward with our just again making sure we know who we are and try and do the best we can. And but we know that hey, football is an emotional game. I mean, Gerard's a proud community, it's a proud program. I got all the respect in the world for Coach Pearson and his staff and the program and players. And sometimes things happen. It's unfortunate, but sometimes things happen. And but they're good teaching opportunities for everybody involved. And so and here we are. And yeah, now it's time to go get Lakeview.
Amen, coach. They're teaching opportunities not only for football, for life as well. If you lose your cool, later on down the road in life at work, I mean, then you put yourself in a bad position. So football and life, they go hand in hand, right?
Yep.
So, talking about the on the field play, a little bit of a role reversal. I felt, Gerard comes in, kind of you know, all that was talked about when it comes to Gerard, how much they like to sling the ball, and they have a really good quarterback. They do have a really good running back, and they showed early on they ran the ball well. Um, but I mean, I can only recall seeing a handful of meaningful pass plays in the game. On the other hand, uh, you guys have this dominant run game, but it felt like your most crucial plays came in the air. Talk about that some.
Yeah, hey, they had us on our heels without question, but to give credit to our kids and our coach, and we kept on playing. We just kept on playing one play at a time. I mean, trying to get them in front of us, trying to keep them in front of us and make them snap the ball, again, that's all. And, and like I said, credit to our kids. Offensively, we scuffled a little bit early on. And, and then, we do, I mean, we work on throwing the ball, and we got some more than adequate receivers without question. I mean, you're going to talk to two of them tonight. Talking about being selfless, but these two guys tonight, Josh Niseko and Jace Stefanson, I mean, they have been, tremendous during the entire 4 years. And, during this summer, Jace was arguably our best receiver and had tremendous efforts in the scrimmages and practices. I mean, Josh goes down in our last scrimmage with a hamstring, and all Jace does is, hey, step out and play corner. And then, he sacrificed playing offense a little bit because, that's what the team needed him to do to be the best he can be. And, and Josh, Josh can easily, if we had a different style of offense, Josh would be a 50, 60 catch guy, without question. And, but we're not structured that way. We're not styled that way. And so, what he's done? He's become our best blocker. And it's a tribute to him and a tribute to Coach Cap and our receiver coach and the other receivers too, who keep pushing him to be better. And so we're fortunate to have two guys that that care, and they want to win and do whatever it takes to win. Whether it's 10 catches, 2 catches, no catches, no targets, whatever it may be, they wanna win. That's all. And I can't say enough about those two guys.
Absolutely. And when you talk about Jace kind of sacrificing some time at receiver to play corner, he plays corner well. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of pass breakups I see, they're textbook.
Hmm.
And you too. You don't have a to reference an NFL player, you don't have a George Pickens or an Antonio Brown on this team that's crying about targets.
No.
You have Verone the one week, you have
Yeah.
Fonda who gets his share, and you have Mistako, and I know I'm missing some. But
Yeah.
it's just a little bit everybody. Same thing at the running back position.
Yeah.
Same thing at the quarterback
Uh-huh.
position. Quite honest
Exactly.
with you.
Yeah.
So it just credit to you, just putting that team mentality, putting that in these guys' heads. Just a great job, coach.
Thank you. It's
So talk to me about Lakeview coming up. What can we expect with this game?
Oh, hey, they're a big physical team. They're currently 4-4. They need this win to I think to guarantee themselves an opportunity to play in week 11. And it's a home game for them. And they've been on the road the last 2 weeks. So I know they're excited to be back home. Um, but they got again and Thomas Easton at running back. He's as fast as anybody we face or will face the entire year. He's dangerous every time the ball's in his hands where he can house it. Drew McCown is a tremendous quarterback that can throw it as well as anybody we faced also this year. They got some good outside receivers here in Jaden Warner and Leo Parise that have done a really nice job. Um, at linebacker and also running back, Hayden Newton is as good as a linebacker that we face all year as well. And Gabe Hernandez is playing really well too at inside backer. But up front, I mean, they're led by seniors with Carter Duran, who's a good 6'3", 260 pounds. And he's one of the small guys. And so, I mean, we got a great challenge in front of us because, like I said, they're big and they're physical, and they got some skill, and we got to be ready to go and ready right off the bat, getting off the bus, having a sense of urgency, and but we got a great challenge here this week.
Great challenge, but also a great opportunity for you guys to face an opponent that is a contender for postseason play that's playing
Mhm.
meaningful football this time of year.
Yeah, this is a playoff game as far as we're concerned. This is a playoff game, and we got to make sure that we have a great week of preparation. And if that happens, then history has shown that we're going to have a chance. And
Absolutely.
we got to make sure we have a great week of prep, and and do what we and hopefully put together a plan and to where hey in the fourth quarter we'll have a chance to win the game.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, go get them on Friday. Thanks for joining me.
Thanks, Matt.
Appreciate
Appreciate
it.
it. Thank you.
We'll have players coming up in just a moment.